Hey y'all, I'm Kayleigh Clark and I'm on this season of The Voice and you're watching Hollywood Junket.
Yay, awesome. You're a natural as well. You acting, singing, you do it all. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, so we'll get right into it. So, Kaylee Clark, first and foremost, congratulations on your four-chair turn. That feeling must be incredible. But I want to jump right into it. First of all, have you met Kelsea Ballerini yet? And if you did she give you any feedback on singing her songs?
Yes, so first off, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here and talk. Um, no, I've never met Kelsea Ballerini. I think I would pass away if I ever met her. She is one of my all-time favorites and I love her so much. Hopefully, I get to meet her and I would love to sing with her one day, but unfortunately, not yet. That hasn't happened yet.
Well, we can't wait for you to meet her, and possibly, who knows, maybe there's a collab with you guys in the future. You never know.
I
Let's
would
manifest
love
that.
that. Yes, I would
Yeah,
love it.
absolutely. And so you originally wanted Reba as your coach, but you mentioned choosing Niall kind of as a strategic move. Were there any other reasons why you chose Niall, or walk us through that process?
Yeah, so whenever I found out that Reba was on the panel, like she was going to be a coach, I was like, oh, no doubt I'm going to go with her. Obviously, I'm a country singer who wouldn't. And then the more I got to thinking about it, I was like, well, she's going to have all the country people. So it might be smarter for me and I could stay in the game a little bit longer if I go with somebody who doesn't have as many country people. And so watching past seasons and talking with some friends before the show, I was like, you know what? I think Niall might be the best way to go because everybody knows how well he is with his contestants and whenever I was on stage, he said, I don't even have to ask this, but you're a songwriter, aren't you? And I was like, I am. And when he asked that, that's kind of what solidified it for me that he was going to be my coach.
Speaking of that, I also want to touch a little bit about that. So Snoop and Niall have both commented that how well you take on songs as your own. Do you think being a songwriter in this competition gives you kind of an edge or an advantage? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Maybe a little bit. I think if when you write your own songs, you know how to put emotion into different songs. So probably, but I don't know for sure. I think so though. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then going back to the blinds, Snoop, my favorite, my icon. They're all great. I love them. But
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
followed Snoop for a while now. He was the first to turn his chair. What was that like? What were your
Yes.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, so when you're on stage, you can't hear the button turn, like you can't hear them press their button. So whenever I had my eyes closed, and then once I saw his chair light up, it was almost a feeling of relief because I was like, I at least got one. I'm in the game. I at least got one. But I knew that once he turned around, I wasn't gonna be able to look into his eyes because I would laugh. I'd be like, "Oh, Snoop Dogg sitting in front of me. I'm fixing to laugh. No way I could take this serious." And but it was great. I had so much fun, and then seeing all the other judges or coaches turn, it was just such a whirlwind of emotions. Never expected it for sure.
Yeah, and in your battle round, you both got a standing ovation. I saw Snoop stood up. That must have been amazing. Talk to me a little bit about your battle round with Camille. What was your biggest takeaway from that?
Yeah, so as you got to see on the show, we got to pick our battle partners, and that was, something that shocked us. We weren't, ready for that. And so whenever Camille and I picked each other, we really didn't even know each other very well. We had just met, we just became team members. So whenever we just kind of made eye contact and was like, let's give it a go. And working with her was so just peaceful. It was so great. We just helped each other to be the best that we could be. She helped me, I helped her, and she definitely helped me being on stage to calm my nerves because I knew it didn't feel like a battle. It just felt like we were up there singing together. And so that was probably the biggest takeaway for me was how sweet she was throughout the whole thing, how supportive. And I know she was going through her own stuff and being nervous, and she still made time to make me feel comfortable. And I love Camille. She's so great.
That's amazing. I think one of the best things that comes out of, bonding with other artists on this show is definitely, and that connection, one of the best things that comes out of being on The Voice, I
Yes,
feel. Yeah.
definitely.
And let's talk a little bit about the mega mentors. What was your reaction when you found out Joe Walsh is your mega mentor? And what helpful advice did he have for you?
I was so excited whenever I saw him in the room because, of course, huge fan of the Eagles. I've listened to them forever. So him sitting there, I was like, No way. Just a legend. He's an icon. So whenever I got up there to sing, I of course was a little bit nervous, but he really helped me to relax, and he was like, just sit in the pocket and just feel the music. And he really made me feel comfortable and calm my nerves a lot.
I love that. Oh my gosh. And then The Voice, speaking of like new gameplays and new add-ins, The Voice announced a first ever mic drop new gameplay this season. What do you think about that? Where the winner is selected by viewers, they get to perform at the Rose Parade. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes. I think that's so awesome. It's so fun to like see everybody and know who got the backdrop, and it's super awesome. I think it's a great new thing to add to the show to spice some things up.
Absolutely. And then I also want to mention you wrote a song for your dad. I think it's beautiful. And then do you have any other advice for maybe up and coming artists who maybe want to get on The Voice, or just any words of encouragement for somebody going through a hard time right now?
Yeah, totally. My biggest thing and what I always say is if this is your dream and you really want to do it and it's a huge passion for you, go for it. Just do it and try out for the voice if you want to do that, because I literally did it almost not really as a joke, but I did it not expecting anything to come out of it. I was like, you know what? We'll try and just see what happens. And then now I'm here. So you never know what could happen. You never know, what door might open for you. And then once that door opens, then another one and another one. And so it's always just go for your dream, no matter what it is, no matter how big or how small. If it's your passion, go for it. Because if you go for it, you can make it happen.
And Kaylee, I know we have the knockouts coming up. We are at the edge of our seat for that one. Can you give us kind of a little teaser of what we can expect? I know you probably can't say much, or maybe just like a hint or something like that.
Yeah, totally. I will say that a little hint I can give you about the song I'm singing, then the title of the song is a color. So I'll say that. I'll give you that. You can run with that and think about that. But it's an oldie but a goodie. So I'm super excited about it.
I love that. I got a couple in my head I'm thinking of right now, so I'm
Yes.
definitely going to tune in and I can't wait. You are stunning, beautiful voice. Congratulations again on a four-chair turn. That is so iconic, and we cannot wait to see where you head in the future and in
Thank
this
you so
competition as
much.
well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun talking with you.
Thank you. You as well, Kaylee. Best of luck. You're going to do great.
Thank you so much.